Hi guys, it's Angie as always coming to you with our Monday morning episode of Did You Know? Today's episode is the last episode for 2016. So I hope you guys enjoy. This one is of extreme importance, so I hope that if you need an extra cup of coffee or if you just need a good few minutes to kind of go through this with me. But I want to tell you a story that prompted this video. So earlier this week, we decided to confiscate this beauty from our 12-year-old, 11, 12-year-old to be in like 2 weeks. And this was confiscated along with her laptop. And we've always had the password to this thing. So every so often we kind of peruse through it and kind of just glance over and make sure that, we don't see anything inappropriate, any red flags. So when you turn it on, it has pretty, fluffy bunny pictures and emojis and all that girly stuff. But um, as we were kind of perusing through it earlier this week, Oscar and I actually came across some concerning things. And so we determined that our 11-year-old daughter was not mature enough to have access to these things. So we have um, removed them from her reach indefinitely at this point. So I want to share with you some of the things that we came across that as parents, the reason for this video is we're all parents and sometimes we know Facebook, Twitter, and but we forget that there's so much more, so many more applications, so much more technology that is sometimes beyond our imagination, but our children have access to. So the application that we actually, so one of the rules that we had given her was that she could not utilize it for social media. And so she was using it primarily for the watching of DIY videos, YouTube Kids, listening to music, taking pictures, kind of those things. But we had said no social media. Well, of course, she had broken this rule. And one of the applications, well, the application that she created a profile for was called Musically. So it is truly somewhat of an innocent application. And what it is, it's, I guess, kids create videos of them singing and they post them for their friends and followers to see. So as of then, there's not really a huge red flag. The red flag comes when we look at the followers that she had and we realize that there were grown men that were following a 12-year-old child. So with that being said, that was very, very scary, and it just prompted me to do some more research on, what else is out there that you might not know about. So with the help of Lewis, we came up with an article that has 12 apps that every parent should be aware of. So if your child has, one of these or one of these, a computer or what have you, these are some of the things that are very important. So I'm going to be posting this article. I'm going to try to make this as spiffy as possible, as short as possible, because I know you got to get back to work. But some of the things that really were very scary, for example, was that there are applications such as Audio Manager, one called Audio Manager, one called Calculator, that have absolutely nothing to do with a calculator or an audio. These are applications that actually use icons that are deceitful. So, for example, Calculator will use a calculator, the picture of a calculator, so that parents don't know any better. But when you go to open up the application, kids are using it to exchange nude pictures and just a lot of triple X rated stuff. So that is definitely something that was very, very scary. There are a few other applications such as Snapchat and BurnNote. Both of these are applications where you can exchange messages such as in the form of a video, a picture, or a text, and it self-destructs after whatever settings you put to it. Scary thing is that in a perfect world, that sounds like a great idea. However, a lot of these self-destruct messages are applications are being used for, again, the exchange of nude pictures and just inappropriate pictures, period. So those are two other ones, and I will be posting them as we kind of go along so that you can take note of the names of them. We also came across Omegle, Tinder, Blender, and Yik Yak. Those applications allow kids or people to chat with perfect strangers. So you just go online and you can start a conversation with anyone. Scariest part of it is that it uses GPS tracking to have the people that are near your area be following the conversations of these kids. So very scary. And then on this list as well, there was one called Ask.fm, which is it's kind of a forum where people can post questions and get answers to their questions by strangers. So it's all done anonymously. And this is actually one of the biggest sites, from what I understand, that is used for bullying, for cyberbullying. So very scary stuff. So once again, as a recap, as parents, I think we all have the obligation to protect our children, to protect them from just the ugliness of this world. And sometimes that means that we will not be their favorite people, and I'm okay with that. So, there's always that balance. So, building that relationship with them and making sure that they understand the reasons why we are taking away certain things that are just not appropriate for them, because they're not mature enough to make those decisions. So if you're a parent out there, I urge you to stay very close to your child, to monitor their activity. It has nothing to do with trust. It has nothing to do with violation of privacy in my eyes. I think that it is our job and our responsibility to protect them. And so I am trying to take that responsibility very, very seriously. And these are just some of the dangers that are out there that they're exposed to daily. So stay close to them and protect them. On that note, I want to wish everyone a magnificent, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, whatever else you celebrate. I urge you to take this time to pick up the phone or knock on that door and reach out to the family members around you, and just make sure that they know, all those I love yous that sometimes we kind of keep inside. Make sure that you share them out loud. And we never know how long we have to keep these relationships. So make sure that every day is an opportunity for you to let that special person know how much they are loved. I hope you guys all have a blessed holiday season, and I look forward to picking up where we left off in 2017. Thank you so much.